The hardest money you'll ever make is your first $1,000. You have executed the financial surgery, you have endured the social isolation, and you have taken your 4 evening hours and manufactured absolute leverage. Now we must talk about the execution. We must talk about the most difficult money you will ever earn in your entire life, your first $1,000. The financial media, they love to talk about making your first million. But the true test of a human being is making the first $1,000 from absolute zero. Why? Because to generate that first $1,000, you had to completely dismantle your old identity. You had to destroy the consumer mindset and build a producer mindset from scratch. When you finally deploy your new micro skill, when you solve a specific expensive problem for a client and they hand you a check for $1,000, you will experience a psychological shift that cannot be accurately described. That money is fundamentally different. It is not a standard paycheck given to you by a boss who rents your biological time. It is capital that you generated from thin air, using nothing but the leverage of your own upgraded mind. But listen to me very carefully. This is exactly the moment where the system sets its final, most dangerous trap. The moment you see that first $1,000 sitting in your bank account, a psychological demon will wake up. It will whisper in your ear. It will tell you that you have worked hard. It will tell you that you deserve a reward. It will tell you to buy a new phone, to go out to an expensive dinner, to upgrade your apartment, or to finally finance that new car you have been dreaming about. This mechanism is called lifestyle creep, and it is the exact phenomenon that drags the middle class right back down to zero. You must ruthlessly reject this urge. You must lock that money away. Even though you are making money, you must continue to live like you are absolutely broke. You continue to eat the basic meals. You continue to drive the rusty $3,000 car. You maintain the monastic discipline that got you out of the canyon in the first place. You take that $1,000 and you use it as absolute fuel. You reinvest it into better software, deeper education, and expanding your leverage. This is how the compounding machine is actually built. It starts as a tiny, fragile snowball, but as you push it, as you strictly refuse to consume it, it gains mass. The first 1,000 becomes 10,000. The 10,000 becomes 100,000. Suddenly, the physics of your reality invert. The money is now working harder than you are. You have successfully shifted from trading time for money to trading capital for absolute freedom. People look at billionaires and honestly, they feel a deep sense of envy. But let me tell you a profound secret. Yeah, something most folks never realize. A man who inherits $10 million from his family is, at his core, fundamentally fragile. If the market crashes and he loses that inheritance, well, he is completely destroyed. He panics because he doesn't know how the machine was built. He only knows how to consume its output. But you started at absolute zero. You stared into the terrifying abyss of debt. You sacrificed your comfort, you protected your focus, and you built your empire block by block, right there in the dark. And if the global economy collapses tomorrow, if a massive recession wipes out your entire bank account, returning you right back to zero, you will not panic because you understand the math. They can take your money, but they can never take the irreplaceable skills you forged during those 4 hours of silence. You possess, honestly, the most powerful compounding asset in the universe, a resilient, upgraded human mind. You can start at zero again tomorrow morning and rebuild your entire empire twice as fast. The modern system, it wants you exhausted, distracted, and deeply in debt. It wants you to believe that hitting zero is the end of your story, but now, you know the cold, unforgiving truth. Zero is not the end. Zero is the true beginning. So stop consuming the daily noise. Stop paying the ego tax. Reclaim your time, build your leverage, and protect your snowball. The escape pod is ready, the door is open. It is time to climb out of the dark, that's all.